JoJo from Mojo JoJo Plans, and today I am super excited because I finally get to share with you my craft room tour. It's not completely done yet. There's still things here and there, but for the most part, I'm really happy with how it's turning out, and I have a little bit of room to grow in it, and it's been like a dream come true, and I'm just so excited that it's finally like time to get to show you guys everything that I've done. So let's get a quick just like overview of the entire space, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper onto why I did things the way I did, the furniture I got, like all that kind of stuff, and we'll dive in a little bit deeper in just a second. But let's take a look at the whole thing because I am absolutely in love.
Wait, I can do that better. What if it's like...
So there is like the quick overview of my entire office. I absolutely love it. Just like a few things. I literally just Googled. I officially got my she shed, right? But Google is my best friend. Like, I Googled for my business. I Google, like, for this. Like, I literally just, when I don't know an answer for something, I Google because I feel like we have that resource, so why not use it when we actually have it? You know what I mean? So anyway, so all I did was I Googled shed places in my area that could do custom sheds. Originally, I was going to go with like Home Depot, like somewhere like that already had them built, right? But I really wanted it to be specific to what I needed. I wanted it to be insulated so that way, like during the winter, I'm not freezing. That's not to say it doesn't get a little cold in here. I do have a little heater, which I'll show you guys later. So it's not to say like I don't get cold in here. I definitely do. But it's also like during the summertime, you know, like, and I wanted to have windows, and I just wanted it not to feel like a shed, and it really doesn't. That was my biggest thing with this whole thing, was like, I don't want, like, you know, you get a shed and it's usually just like the wood and it's like not finished on the inside, right? Like, it's like the outside can look nice, but then sometimes the inside is just like not cute, right? So I was really specific in trying to find a company that was able to do that for me. So I found a couple different companies. I looked at their reviews, and then I sent them some emails just asking for like their quotes, and then telling them like, this is what I'm looking for. Can you help me? And then I had like 2 get back to me, and then I decided between one of those. Once I kind of went through, you know, I went through the fact like, can you figure out how big I can have a shed in my yard? Quite honestly, if I could have had it a little bit bigger than this, I 100% would have, just because I definitely think I filled it up pretty quickly, and realistically, like, it's not going to be able to fit all of my inventory for like when I have releases and when I'm ordering like my stock and stuff. Like, it's not going to be able to fit all that, so I still have to get, like, I'm going to get a storage unit. Literally, there's one, like, right down the street, so at least it's really close. So, like, just, like, things like that. But, you know, in my city, in Colorado Springs, there are regulations to how big you can have, you know, like, things like sheds or, like, other living spaces in your yard, because it's based on, you know, the size of your lot and all that. There's like all these things where you'd have to get permits, and I didn't want to have to worry about the permit because that could take a really long time to get. So I just got like whatever size I could get in the range, in like my price range. And the size that I could get that could fit in this yard without needing a permit. So basically it means I won't get in trouble for having this size of a shed in my yard. So if it's something that you're looking into doing, definitely make sure you check your city regulations, and just like if you need a permit to do any bigger. Luckily, the company that I went with was able to research that for me, because I was really stressed out. I was like, how do I figure that out? Do I need to do all these things? And they were really kind, and I gave them my address, and they were like, okay, like we looked it up, and this is like what your lot. And so they gave me like a couple different size options that were all. So my shed is 10 by 20 feet. So it's a pretty decent size. And quite honestly, it's probably a little bit more than double, like by a little bit, than the office space I had when I was over at my parents' house. So I've like doubled my size. I have room. Like I feel like I'm not cramped in here, which is really, really nice. So yeah, so they gave me like a couple different versions, you know, like it could be more square, it could be more this. I chose the more long just because I felt like I could utilize like this whole back wall back here is shelving, and I absolutely love that I did that because it was just my absolute favorite. So anyway, so that's kind of how I went about getting my shed. I asked them like, can we insulate it? I told them, like, I was very specific. I was like, I don't want it to look like a shed on the inside. Like, I want to walk in and feel like I'm in another room in my house or something like that. So the option that I chose already came with the 4 windows. I was able to get this dormer thing, which I'll flip it around in a little bit when we walk around the room, and get that. And then of course, like the door, it has outlets. So I was able to add electricity in here. And then I got to be really specific. Like I wanted all my outlets like on the side walls and on the front, and not at all on this back wall, because I knew I was going to be putting just shelving on this wall. So I was like, it's pointless to have an outlet back there when I only get 6, right? The package that I got came with 6 outlets, and then like 1 light switch kind of thing. And so I was like, well, let's not put any of them on the back wall, because I'm literally covering up the back wall with shelving, and I don't want to have to like drill holes to like bring a wire through. Like, like that just made 0 sense to me. So I didn't do it that way. And I'm really glad. And they were awesome. And then I got to pick out my flooring, which I'll show you my flooring later. It's just a laminate, but I got to they told me go to Lowe's, look at all their vinyl flooring. Mine actually didn't that comes on the roll. Mine actually was clearancing out everything. So they didn't have anything when I went in, but I was able to go online, and then I sent them the links and the pictures. I sent them 3 options, and I was like, I'd be happy with any of these, whatever is in my budget for, it's included with this, but whatever fits in there. And then, any one of these I'd be happy with. And they picked one, and I absolutely love it. And then, yeah, so originally, you saw the outside when we did our little panning. So the outside is a dark gray. I got to pick that too. I got to pick the trim. I chose to have, the outside a dark gray, and then I think it's an even darker gray on the trim, just because I liked that. And I got to pick the roof coloring as well. So I got to pick everything except the purple. I did the purple door because it's me, and I gotta have my purple somewhere. So the inside was actually the same color as the outside, which, as somebody that's reliant on getting good lighting and having good lighting, and for photos and for videos, having that really dark color on the inside didn't really work out too well for me. So I ended up painting it. So it got delivered on a Wednesday. I got up early in the morning. I found Home Depot opens at 6 or something a.m. I'm pretty sure it was 6 a.m. So I got my butt up at 6 a.m., was out of the house before 6:30, went and bought the paint, all that stuff, because my husband had to leave for work by 8 o'clock. So I had to be done with everything. And so came home and decided I was going to spend the whole day, and then I painted. And I painted in here. I found it's I was going to go with white, and then because I was oh, my Ikea furniture is white, everything, I kind of switched my vibe from the black to the white, just because I finally am realizing it's better to have white just for lighting purposes. And so I went to Home Depot, and I went there thinking I'm gonna just get white, whatever their basic white is, that's what I'm gonna get. And then I started looking at the colors, and you go to Home Depot and it's just all the color swatches, and I'm just I want to do a rainbow at this point. But I reined myself in a little bit, and I ended up going to the purple section, and the color I got, which I don't remember what it was, to be honest with you, and I lost my swatch of it. But if I find it, I will put it down in the description below. But it's like a shade of purple, basically, that's white, right? So it has like that slight tint of purple. So now when I have my purple stuff, like especially with my purple door, I feel like the walls look a little bit more of that lavender purple, even though it's more of like a gray, purple, white kind of like mixture. But I absolutely love how it turned out. So it got delivered on a Wednesday. We have like an RV gate on our fence, so they were able to like build the whole thing and deliver it completely built, right? So like otherwise it would have taken like another like 2 weeks for me to actually like get in here and get stuff done. So I'm really glad that we have that gate, because it was one single guy came and loaded this thing in, put it down on his own. Like I was absolutely amazed that I'm like thinking like a whole team is going to come and install my shed, and it was literally one guy with like these machines just doing it all by himself, and I was just like blown away. It did take him a couple hours, but I was just blown away that he was doing it by himself. I was like, dang, I was expecting a production to be happening, and that was not the case. So got delivered on a Wednesday. I painted it all day Thursday. And then on Thursday, I had previously, like, this was like the week of Go Wild. I was like at Go Wild, like ordering all my Ikea stuff, because I was like, I didn't want to order it early because then it would all just be in our garage really early. So I ordered it, and then all of my Ikea furniture. So, and we'll go over all that in just a second, but all my bookshelves, I ordered my desks, and all that stuff. And so Friday, I think I couldn't pack anything because I had a release. So I actually packed all my orders on Friday, and then Saturday I couldn't do anything because I think I was gone for competition. And then Sunday I was back home, finished packing orders, and then I decided I'm going to build all my Ikea furniture all by myself. My husband did say he was going to help me, but I'm stubborn, and I'm a very like, no, if I can get it done right now, I'm going to get it done right now. So I came in here, I built all my bookshelves. Once I did all my bookshelves, like the big ones only took me like 20 minutes each, and then the little ones took me like 15. I think my desks, like I have the Alex drawers on my desks. Those ones took me the longest, but I built those ones when Nay was in here with me. So, of course, when she's asking, what's this, 10 billion times, that's going to slow you down. So, overall, it took me about 5 hours to build all of my furniture. And I'm really proud of myself because I did it all by myself. My husband didn't help me at all. I built my big industrial shelf that's supposed to hold 800 pounds per shelf, which right now I do not believe, because I put a bunch of books on there and like the shelving's like buckling. So I'm like, can it really hold 800 pounds? Like, I'm not confident if I stood on one of the shelves that it would hold me. And I'm nowhere near 800 pounds. So I don't know if that's the case, but I guess we'll find out in the future. But anyway, so that's kind of just like the story of how things happened. I mean, I tried really hard. I'm a very like, I start a project and I want to get it done right then, right there. Like, it's really hard for me to slow down once I have my mind set on something. So it was literally like, I did already have a good, like all my office was packed up in boxes, and thankfully my parents are only about 8-ish minutes away. So going back and forth wasn't too much of a hassle. It wasn't like I was going super far. So I would just go load up my car as much as possible, bring it back. I would unload all the boxes, and then I would go through, and that's when, because I had the shelves up, I was able to take everything out of those boxes and like just throw them on the shelves. I kind of like over here I kind of did organize a little bit, but I didn't have everything I needed to organize it quite yet. But that was really helpful because then it meant I didn't have a lot of boxes. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I can't, even when we moved into our house, like I can't handle boxes. Like, I am not a person that moves somewhere and has boxes all over the place. That causes me the most stress ever. So like, that's not something I would ever do. So for me, it was a lot easier for me to come in, unpack my boxes, and throw everything on the shelves, because then I still was able to reuse those boxes. And these are plastic bins. I didn't use like moving boxes. I literally just used the plastic bins that I had bought over time for like my inventory, or like those big black bins from Costco with like the yellow tops. Like, that's literally what I use, and we don't have a ton of them. But because I had them packed up already, I brought them here, unpacked them, took them back, packed whatever else I didn't have packed up, and it just made moving so much easier. And then I was able to take my time a little bit because at least I had everything out. I was able to function and still get stuff done in here and start filming videos again, and it just made it a lot easier that way. So And for me, it just made more sense. Like, I still have to go through some things and I can still get rid of some stuff. But, like, at least this got me to a point where, like, I feel not stressed because not everything's, like, all over the place. And I don't have, like, boxes all over my floor. And that has been super, super helpful to me. So, anyway, so that's just kind of like the story. Sorry, I wasn't really planning on doing that, but I kind of just wanted to, I feel like people would ask anyway. So that's the story of how creating my office and she shed came to life. I mean, this wasn't my first idea. Our first idea was we have a giant deck on the side of our house. It's not in the best shape, but we were hoping to like get it in better shape and close it in and just add an additional room onto our house. But with the way life is right now and just timing and buying materials and all that stuff, like it would have taken way too long, much longer than just doing this. Like this, I ordered my office at the end of January, and then it took, you know, all February, and then it was delivered like the first-ish week of March. So really, it didn't take as long, whereas if we did the addition, it probably wouldn't be done until sometime next year. And my parents were like, I want our house back and not have my office there. So this was the best option. And honestly, it was the cheaper option. And I absolutely love how it came out. And it literally looks like a little house. And it's amazing. It's magical to me. I don't know. But anyway, so let's go ahead and I'll show you all the things, kind of explain where I got some stuff, my organizational stuff. Again, everything's not like fully. There's a couple bins that are empty and all that good stuff, but that's just because I really haven't gone through. Yeah, so let's go ahead and I will show you everything I have done so far. Okay, so let's start with my shelves. So I do want to show you my shelves, and I'm just going to pan. We're going to pan over my shelves. Let's just do the white shelves here. So these are all my shelves. There's my Starbucks cups. All my shelves, all the way down to the floor. I absolutely love it. I don't think I would have enough room because I know Ikea does like bookshelf extensions. But I think it's for two, isn't it? Or maybe it is for one, but I don't think there's enough room for me to add, you know, an additional one up here. So that's why I didn't do that. But it gave me a good place to store all of my cups. Okay, so on my shelf. So these shelves are the Billy bookcases from Ikea. So when I was deciding my shelving, so I knew I had 20 feet, right? I had 20 feet on this back wall to work with. I knew that. So you guys, I'm not a person that likes math at all, but I literally sat for like maybe an hour and like looking at the measurements of these shelves and tried to see how many of these shelves I can fit in here. Now, originally, I was planning to do, I think, 2 more of these big shelves. This was before this idea came to life. So originally, this whole wall was going to be just like the white Ikea shelves, and that would hold all my inventory, right? And then I decided maybe it's better to get an industrial shelf. Like, again, I said, this shelf is supposed to hold 800 pounds, but already like it's just like really thick particle board, but when I put my products on it, like the middle starts to sink in. So I asked my husband, I was like, can you brainstorm something just to stick under here? There's not really anything we can hook it to because these are metal. So we do have to figure that out. But my husband was just like, well, if it says 800 pounds per shelf, then it should be 800 pounds per shelf. And I'm like, okay, because I'm pretty sure my inventory, like the amount I was sticking on there was nowhere near 800 pounds, maybe like 300, but definitely not another 500. So I'm just like, I don't know. So, but I thought this was, and it has worked out so far. I don't have anything in here just yet. I will soon. But I mean, it's worked out so far. So yeah, so originally I was going to do these Ikea shelves all the way down, and I would have had room to fit 2 more, plus I think I might have been able to fit 2 more and then maybe 1 more of the skinny ones. So, and then that idea ended up changing. I think I actually changed my mind while I was at Go Wild because I was just like thinking about it. Because I ordered all these and I had seen a picture with the corner shelving and I was like, ooh, I love that look. And I was like, that can be my space. Like this is all my stuff that I used for me. And I absolutely love how it turned out. And I just like love that corner look because it just like makes this whole area it just like goes forever, and I just absolutely love it. So that was kind of my thinking. So I did sit and measure and try to figure out like how much of these I could fit in this space. And then of course it did change just a little bit when I changed my mind with that. But originally they were going to be shelves all the way down, but I figured I could probably fit even more inventory on this industrial shelf than I could on here, because I really would have had to do some braces on those shelves in order to hold my inventory, because it's IKEA furniture. It's not completely great to put like hundreds of pounds on each shelf. So that's why I kind of was like, maybe I should just do an industrial shelf, and then we'll fit as much as I can on there, and then I can use this. So this one over here is for my packaging / extras / my collection / my backups, and I do have a little bit of inventory in here. But anyway, so like these are the mailers I use for like international orders. But yeah, so this one, it's not filled completely. I have my backups and stuff for international orders. This one is like some props. So this one's kind of like my prop shelf. And it'll probably keep changing over time. Some of the stuff on here is like stuff for giveaways or to sell or get rid of. Like that is some of the stuff I've gone through. I haven't gone through all of that yet, so I'm sure this shelf will end up being very full soon. But these are the at home edit, the home edit, is it the home edit? At home edit? The home edit bins. And you guys, they fit perfectly. Like if you have your shelves like in the right spacing to where like it's nicely evenly spaced all the way up, they fit perfectly on these shelves. Like I don't have a gap, and I freaking love that. So these are those home edit bins from Walmart, and I like went buck wild, and I'm so jealous of all the people that are like, oh, they're on clearance in my state, and they have not even gone on clearance. But it's probably because I keep buying them, so they're like, why would we clearance them out when people are buying them? And it's probably because I bought all of them, because not only do I have a bunch of these bins in my office, but they're all over in my house. So I've bought a lot of these, but these are all like props for pictures, or like if I want to change my decorations in my office, seasonal props. A lot of those ones are seasonal props. So like I have my St. Patrick's Day props. I think that's Valentine's, Easter. I think one of those has like fall and Halloween in it. So I just kind of had my props in there, but I think I'm going to start transitioning them out of those boxes and probably into these, because I just really like how this looks. So my goal is eventually most of the shelves on here will probably look like that, to where they're just in bins, and that way I can kind of see what's in them and know what I'm reaching for. So there's just a few things there. Then we just go into miscellaneous stuff, some extras. I have my pens. I have a bunch of markers and stuff in here for Nay, so when she comes in here, she'll have something to do. And again, not completely finished. Like things aren't, like there's still some empty shelves and stuff, so things aren't completely finished in here, but we're definitely getting there. And then over here, I have my sticker books. So here's my megas. So this is my sticker book shelf. I have it start here because I'm short and I want to be able to see. But obviously, it already goes down to the bottom. And that's where we're ending so far with the current sticker books that we're at. So I have 4 more bins that I could fill up. These 2 are backups, which again, I need to go through. I did go through them originally and have all the ones that I was going to get rid of pulled out. But then I ended up just putting them back when I moved in here, because I was like, I can't handle having that in a separate thing. So I put them back, but I do have 4 more bins. And you guys, I love these bins. I will link them down below. They are from Amazon. These ones are different than some of the other ones I've seen people use. They come and they are a little bit cheaper than I've seen. I know Elise posted some, and I know Heather posted about these ones, which these ones are from scrapbook.com. And these fit my sticker books. So I do have, this is like my collection. So this is like not ever using these, just so that way I can have them, and like that's their little shrine. But these ones fit my books in like Kill of a Plans and Live Love Posh books. So I love those ones. I'll link those ones down below. But these ones, you guys, are from Amazon. They're a little bit cheaper because they come in a 4-pack. So I was able to I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. Yeah, that's about 5 sets. Yeah, they came in 4, and again, they fit perfectly to where they go wall to wall. So like I don't have like random gaps. I can't stand gaps. And this is again on the Billy bookcase on like the normal size bookshelf, not the skinny ones. But these ones are great. They're from M Design. They're clear, and I love clear bins. I don't like the ones that are like slightly frosted, or like I like that these ones are clear. And then again, they fit perfectly on the shelf to where they don't hang over. The original baskets I had my books in, they hung over like all the way out to like my watch, and it just like bugged me. So I have all of my sticker books on the shelf, and I just like how clean and like I can see everything, and then all I have to do is just pull out the bin that I'm wanting. But I think eventually if I fill these 4, because like these 2 would just move over, if I fill 4 bins over here, like I'm gonna have to shift all of them up, and everything's gonna get shifted up. So there's a chance that that might happen, and that's okay if it does, but there's definitely that chance. But I do really love these bins. I think it was like a little over 30. I think it was like $36.99 or something for 4 of them, whereas some of the other ones I've seen were like $12.99 a piece, which when you get 4 of them, you know, that costs more. So I found getting these ones was the best bet, and they fit perfectly, and again, they go wall to wall, and I just absolutely love that. So there's all my sticker books. Those are my sticker book shelf. This is where I come grab books, and then I can put them away. They are organized by my sticker list. So I have a sticker list, so they're numbered, so it makes it really easy to put them away, because then I know. And I kind of want to, I might go in, I haven't decided yet, but I might go in with some vinyl and put like 1 through, what is this, 1 through 25, right? So that way it's easy for me to be like, okay, I'm looking, like if I look at my sticker list and I'm looking for 200 and something, and I'm over here and I'm like, oh no, this is only the hundreds. Like, but if I put it on the front, if I put like 60 through like 70 something, like if I do that, then I should be able to better tell like which bin I'm going to. So I might do that, but I also just really like how clean it looks, and I don't necessarily mind. And usually if I look at like the first one, I can tell, you know, where I'm at. These hold about 25 books in them, so it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I would just rather do this than have them hanging over, because it just didn't look good. Like originally I was going to keep my other baskets that I had them in, but I just really couldn't get over the hanging over part. So I'd rather kind of sacrifice, you know, because I was able to fit 30 something books in those, but it's like I'd rather sacrifice giving up a little space just to have this nice clean look. So that's just my little OCD-ness talking there. Okay, so over here on my skinny bookcases, so 3 of them. So these ones I've kind of designated as like my stuff. These are all my planners, what I use. So up at the top, these 2 shelves right here are all my old stuff. So these are my memory planners, which they're huge. That's why they're on 3-inch discs, because they're ginormous. But these are all my old memory planners, like from my very first memory planner all the way through. All my memory planners are in here. And then these are all of my used classic happy planners. So all the way from my very first happy planner, and then moving down the line to like all my happy planners after that. So yeah, so this is just like where I'm storing all my old planners. And then I think there's, on this one are my mini planners, and then some like printer ink and stuff, which we don't really need to see. Oh no, I can't put this back one-handed. Okay, we're just gonna lean it. But these are all my mini planners, and then my skinny minis. So all of those. So basically these 3 shelves are all of like my used planners right here, just like these 3 cubes. Then I have all my discs, which obviously they have to be on display because they're just so pretty to look at, and I just love it. These drawers are from Michaels. I will link them down below. And I don't know where these are from because I bought these off of somebody like on Facebook Marketplace, like in my town. So no clue what those ones are. Here's my mini discs. And then again, don't know where this one's from because I bought it from somebody, but these ones are the Michaels. Just little decorations. These are my mini notebooks. And again, I don't know where this one's a 2 drawer. I don't know where this one's from because I bought this one this one, and then I think one that's like over there, that one, all from the same person. So not sure where they're from. And then here's all my classic notebooks. And then another Michael's storage, which that's for backstock of discs because these are all full. And then going down, I have my folios and little covers. Then I have big notebooks, big planners that I haven't used yet, more classic stuff. So a lot of this stuff I have to still go through because there's stuff in here that like is old. Like I know there's old planners in here, but again, it was easier for me to just throw things on the shelves and just be done with it. So that's kind of just this little corner, and I just absolutely love it. I feel like it's going to be a corner I'm taking pictures in front of all the time because I just absolutely love how it looks. So that's that part. And then up at the top, I have my Starbucks cups on display because why not? And it's good space. And it sucks because I can't put stuff right there because that's the hole, because, you know, these are cornered. So I think I might get like a piece of plywood and just like stick it up there so I can still use that space to set stuff in because I have a feeling I'm going to have to shift over my Starbucks cups at some point in life. But there's my cups. I'm missing 2. So that's like one of the other things I collect. And then up there I have my new backpacks, which there's one hook missing because by the time this video will come up, it'll be here, but it's not here yet. It's coming here, of course, the day after I film this video. But I have another like Disney backpack coming. So, you know, just more things to add in to my addiction. So that's my shelf. Those are my shelves. I absolutely love how it looks. Like I love walking in here and seeing my shelving. Over here is just a little rolly cart that I can roll out. Right now it doesn't have a lot of functional stuff. It still has like some props that I still need to put up. It has some like blankets that I use to take pictures on, and then just some other things. But this is kind of where I'm storing all of my flowers that I use for pictures because the addiction is real. And every time I go to the dollar store, I buy a bunch of flowers. So that's kind of this area. Like I haven't figured out what's going on those shelves yet. Like still have to figure out things here and there, but overall, I'm super pleased with this back wall and how the back wall came together. So that's that part. So let's move on to a new part. Oh, and then my rug. Can we just please? I love this rug. I think it's 5 by 7. And I think it's 4 by 6. I think this is 4 by 6. It's a 4 by 6 rug. I got it on Amazon. I will have my Amazon store linked in the description below, and I'll have it linked to my craft room page, everything that I bought for this specific craft room. So like this rug, and then these super awesome things that come in a 4-pack. I just liked it better. Like if it comes in a bundle, I'm gonna like it better, like I know. And then I'll try my best to link all the separate things as well, like these like little cubes. I don't know if these, again, these are all the home edit. All these clear ones up here, all these are all the home edit. I don't know if they're on Walmart online. Even like these are like the accessory things from the home edit. These ones I bought at the at-home store. Like all of these, like places like at the at-home store, TJ Maxx, lots of things. So like literally it was like I saw clear bins and I bought them because I have no self-control when it comes to clear, because I just like the look of clear so much better. I just think clear just looks a lot better. So moving over, we'll do my main desk first. So then I have my Cricut, and it's on a Hudson cart from Michael's. And then I do have the like little shelves on them. So inside here, in here, it's just junk. It's just like stuff like I don't need to throw it out because it's important paperwork, but it's just kind of in there. I have this awesome little trash can from Lots of Style, and then this little holder, it's magnetic, is from Lots of Style, and then this is from Lots of Style. I think I still have the links to those, so I'll link them down below as well. This guy is from Amazon. It was what my computer was on in my old office, and originally I was going to get rid of it, but I couldn't take these off. And these are from Target, from the dollar spot that I got last year, the Target, dollar spot. I got them last year, but for the life of me, you guys, I can't get them off of this shelf, and I absolutely love this. So I was like, why not just make it another functional space? And now I have spots for like extra things that I might need. So like it kind of worked out pretty well. Down here I have thank you cards and just like some extra things. And then again, I haven't 100% gone through everything, but I do have more of these clear bins. That way things can kind of just be a little bit more organized. And again, these are from places like Ross, TJ Maxx, and like the at-home store. So that's what's on that Hudson cart. I have my hollow trash can, which I am absolutely in love with. I got these two. These are two different, what are these called? Drawers. I got these at TJ Maxx like 3 years ago. So it was one of those purchases where I was like, oh my God, I saw it and I had to buy it. I think this is from TJ Maxx too. So this is my desk area. I'm just going to kind of pan so that way you can see it, and then we'll kind of go over in more detail how I set up my desk. So my desk is a couple of different things from Ikea. This corner desk right here is actually from Amber Plans Her Day. She gave it to me because she didn't need it anymore. And for some reason, I can't find this desk. It's from Ikea. I know that, but for some reason, I can't find this desk. Like, I couldn't find it online at all. So I was super thankful that she was willing to give me hers. So she gave me hers. And then I ended up buying this desk, which is a longer desk. And then it came with the Alex drawers. And then underneath, I bought these 4 cube. So these are 2 4 cubes. Put those together and put them under there. So this is like my packing station. So this is where I pack orders right now. So like I have priority mailers, my regular bubble mailers, thank you cards, and then extra things for packaging. This chair is from TJ Maxx too. Again, the hollow, and more packaging. So that's another one of the Ikea. And again, I'll link all these things back there. I have like my paper shredder. So that's just kind of, this is like just like my packing order station. So this is just kind of where all of that stuff is. I did have 2 more sets of these, so I was able to put a couple more of these like on my actual desk, so that way I have pens like right here, and then I don't have to have a bunch of stuff on my desk, which I really like, because then that leaves me room to have my planners open in front of me, which I've really liked. So that's just kind of how down here is set up right now. I do pack orders. Usually I'll take this stuff off my desk and put it over there on that cart. That way then I just have room. I can set up my books and all that and be packaging. These are from Amazon. I absolutely love them. They're just like acrylic label holders, which I absolutely love. So I have like my Handle with Care and my regular ones. These are from Ikea. We got these like at the actual store. So just from Ikea, and then some of my old decorations that I had in my other office. But again, I just really like the look of acrylic, because then I can see, like, it's okay that like it has this lip because I can see everything. So I do really like that. And I think you could turn them the other way if you really wanted to, so that way you didn't have that lip, but I just liked that I could have the lip and then not worry about things falling off. So that's my desk area. And then I have my computer, and I'm really proud of myself. It probably looks like poop back here, but I mounted them to the wall, and I was so proud of myself, because before I had this giant stand that holds my monitors, and I was like, I want to mount them to the wall this time, so that's what I did. And then now I have all this room. I was able to like, I can have like a station for important paperwork, and then just have my desk pretty clear of stuff. So I really like my desk. It's been super functional for me. And then now I have my computer and my filming station in separate areas. So that's just like this side of the room. That's like this whole part, and I absolutely love it. So that's like business side, getting stuff done kind of thing. Then we move down. There's my pretty purple door. I love it. And then you're about to see me in this mirror in just a second. So I'm gonna move past this mirror. Heyo. But anyway, so, and then there's my back door. But this side is my filming setup. So this is where I film. I film right here, right in front of this window. And on nice days like today where it's kind of overcast, I could just have the window open. And then if it's not working out, I can pull down this shade here, which is from Ikea. I got these blinds at Ikea and I absolutely love them. I could just pull that down, and then it blocks all like the crazy harsh light that could come through here. I'm gonna open it because it's kind of gloomy today. And then here's like my phone stand. My phone just like hangs over there. I have my planners here, pens that I reach for. I take my pictures right here as well. And then I have like the sticker books and my washi tape that I reach for the most. And then just pictures and then just cuteness. There's some Go Wild swag that I got. These shelves are from Amazon. They'll be linked in my, not my story, in my store. I love these ones. They're kind of iridescent shelves and they're really, really pretty. There is one over on the other side as well. And then this one is another Ikea shelf. So I just really love how this turned out. Underneath here, it looks like a hot mess because I 100% didn't clean it before this. But this is my old 8 cube that was in my old office. So I was able to just reuse this one and put it underneath here. So like here's like my Cricut, like all my vinyl and stuff for like crafting, that kind of thing. I think in these cubes, which I got these from Bed Bath & Beyond like forever ago. But in here I have just like more blankets that I take pictures on, bubble wrap, and then like junk drawers basically. But a lot of these are like for like Cricut projects, and then just like my vinyl and stuff that's under here. And then these boards are just like the poster boards that I take pictures on. So that's just kind of what's under this side. I have some outlets, that way I can charge my phone and stuff if my phone's running out. Oh yeah, I forgot about my Alex drawers over there. But we'll go back over drawers in just a little bit. But then I have the Alex drawers, which because I stuck, so I got these in a set. So I got this table and this drawer, and they're supposed to connect. But because I put this guy under here, and he's really tall, he's about 3 inches taller than what this was. I could get risers, but I actually really like having this extra little space over here. So unlike on that side where I was able to connect the table, I just wasn't able to do that because this shelf is so tall laying on its side. But it's okay. I made it work. I got like an extra leg and I made it work, and it's working out just fine. Then over here, I have my printers, which it's kind of like, it's one of those things where it's like, I wish they were over on the other side instead of my Cricut, but I also like having my Cricut because I don't know how well the Bluetooth works with my Cricut, and the Bluetooth with my printers works really well. So I do have to get up and walk across the way to come grab stuff from the printer, but I don't print stuff super often, so it hasn't really been an issue. This guy is my little heater, and he warms up my office in about an hour. Like if it's pretty cold in here, by himself, he warms it up in like an hour to an hour and a half. And the nice thing about this little heater, it's called Govee, is you can control it with an app. So I have it plugged into just a regular outlet. Usually I have him like out here in the center, and then I can do just on my phone. So usually my morning routine is like, I get up, get myself ready, and then I turn this guy on, and he's in here working and getting it nice and warm. That way, by the time I come in here at 8 o'clock, it's warmer in here. So it's been working out really, really well. I shouldn't need it for too much longer because it will be summer soon, and I'm sure I'll have the opposite problem of needing to come open my windows in the morning, so that way heat can air out in here. But it has worked really, really well. Got that from Amazon. It'll be linked in my store as well. So there we go. I'm waiting for some hooks. This guy, I got like a little broom to like clean up my messes, but this is gonna like hang up here, but I ordered some hooks, so I'm literally just waiting for hooks to come in, and then more boxes and bubble wrap for packaging, and then the other shelves are all for inventory, which I haven't moved in just yet because I wanted to film before I moved in new inventory and got that ready for a release. So that is my office, you guys. We can kind of go through some of these drawers. They're not the most organized. They're like organized enough. So like this is like my most reach for stuff when I'm filming or taking pictures. So that's in that drawer. And again, these are those home edit bins. I wish they fit, sorry, I keep putting in and out. I wish they fit a little bit better to where there wasn't this gap, but there's this gap, and it's okay. I made it work. I think I kind of put them in there in like a nice way. And then again, I just have like, I had so many different organization things to where like I really didn't need to buy more. But pens and all of that good stuff. And then this one has just more backups of things. All the things. I just have stuff everywhere. These are from Ikea. These are like I don't remember what they're called. I just threw the box away too. But they're from Ikea. They're like little bins that have lids, which I really liked. And then the last one, again, is just like junky, random stuff. Then I do have this other Hudson cart. So it's the same one that my Cricut is on. I do have 3 shelves for this one, which I really like because then again, it gives me the ability to put like stuff in spots so that way I can't see them if I don't necessarily need it. Like there's just like stuff in here that I don't necessarily need all the time. So it's just nice. And then I was able to use some more of these bins just to kind of store stuff on. So I have like my selfie, random stickers, just lots of random stuff, extra stickers, more storage, all that good stuff. So it just kind of allows me. And then I have this shelf, which I can put this stuff on, you know, when I'm filming. So it's not in my way. I don't think this side is nearly as organized as the other side. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe we're organized. See, again, I wish these ones would fit the Ikea drawers. I need that, but that's okay. I still think it looks cute. So more. I use these when I write my thank you cards, so I have a booty ton of silver Sharpies. And then some more of the at-home edit things. More of these. A lot of this stuff is stuff I gotta go wild that I still have to go through. And again, it was like a shove it in a drawer and deal with it later kind of moment. And then just random things. So this drawer is not really being used to its full capacity. But that's pretty much it, you guys. That's my office in a nutshell. I am really happy with how it's turned out so far. Yeah, it's a functional space and it's worked out really, really well for me so far. I think my only complaint is it does only have these 2 really small lights. So like at nighttime, it's not super bright in here. So if anybody has any suggestions or knows an easy way, like I was thinking like, is there a way to buy lights that have like a couple more lights on them, but still only has 1 access point? Like that's what I need. I don't know what to type into Google to look that up. So like, do I just type in that whole sentence? But that's what I would need. So that way I can maybe get some more lighting in here. But otherwise I just kind of like, I just started turning on, like I'll turn on both of my ring lights. If I really need, you know, that much more light, and that kind of helps the situation in here and helps it be brighter at nighttime. But for the most part, I'm not in here at nighttime unless I'm packing a lot of orders. So that hasn't really been too much of an issue. But again, I just love how this turned out so far. I think it's gonna be great. I can grow into it a little bit, definitely more than I could with my other one. And it's just been really, really nice to have. And I'm really liking my office. So let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you are waiting for this video, and I just so appreciate all of you because I wouldn't, and for like supporting my business, because I wouldn't have been able to like make this happen if it wasn't for starting my business and for you guys for supporting it. So I just am so very thankful for you guys. And yeah, I just love this so much. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around now. There we go, guys. There's my office in a nutshell. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'll link as much stuff as I can below. A lot of it though is just like me being crazy at like Ross and the at-home store and TJ Maxx. Like usually if I find bins there, like I'll just buy the bins because I'm like, oh, they're clear. I'm just that person. And a lot of them literally have been sitting in storage for like a hot minute. Had I known like the at-home, like the home, what do I call it, at home? Had I known like the home edit stuff was coming out, I probably wouldn't have bought any of the other ones because I love the home edit ones, and like I still want to get a bunch more, so like literally I can have a whole shelf of just like all my props just like nicely in those bins because they fit so nicely on the shelves. But yeah, that's my office. So I'll link everything that I can down in the description below. Let me know what you guys think. I hope explaining how I went about getting a she shed and all that stuff will help any of you that might want to do that in the future, like I said, Google will be your best friend. Look up, most important thing, like look up what's available to you, in your hometown, in your city, and then make sure to look at the reviews and make sure they actually do good work. You don't want to end up with something that you don't like. But I got really lucky. I went with the second person that reached out to me after I reached out to them. And they were like really kind about answering my questions, and I was like, this is what I do. Like, I play with stickers for a living. Like, I just want it to be a cute office that I can have for my business and all that good stuff. And they went above and beyond in helping me make sure, like, even like when I asked them about the outlets, they were like, oh yeah, just circle where you want the outlets to be on like the little picture that they sent me of what it kind of would look like. And then that's exactly what they did. So they were super helpful with that. But hopefully this will help anybody that may be looking for doing something similar, like as far as a she shed, if you don't have room in your house. Again, you just have to make sure like it's not too big for your yard, because otherwise you have to get a permit, that kind of thing. But this whole process was a lot easier than I thought it was. I was really stressed out when I started looking for the places. But like once I knew it was going to happen, it gave me a little bit more peace. So, and it all worked out really well. And now I have like a fabulous office, and I like look forward like to coming outside into here, and like it's like I get to leave home and like go to work, and that's just been like so cool because like I'm still home. Like the kiddo still barges in here when she comes home from school and is like, I'm here, so like she's, she loves it. She loves being in here with me, and it's nice that like I actually have room to let her be in here with me, whereas my old office was literally like this space over here, like my more professional like office working side, but then it had all of that other stuff also in it, so I like didn't have room for her to be in here. But now there's like room, like she can color right next to me like while I'm working. So this has all just worked out really, really well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know this video was a really long video, but there was a lot. I just wanted to like go into more detail and explain on how I went about this process and kind of like setting things up and my thought processes of that. But if you have any more questions, definitely let me know. I'm really, really excited to share this with you guys, and just I hope it inspires somebody that is wanting to do something like this and you might think it's too hard. Don't let that scare you. I promise you, Google is your best friend. I would not have been able to do any of this if it wasn't for Googling things. So definitely be encouraged that it's a lot easier than you think it is, and make it happen for yourself. But anyway, guys, that is it. I so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!